What's good, y'all, ladies, gentlemen, kings, queens? How y'all doing? Y'all feeling today? We got the downfall of Tay-K. Gone forever. That's nasty title. Niggas couldn't wait to get, you know what I'm saying? The niggas just came out. Shit. 80 years, I think they said. I ain't gonna lie. Nasty. Always sad to see, you know what I'm saying? Especially younger dudes, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, bro. And then being someone that had a shot, obviously, when he was coming up, it was already, you know what I'm saying, negativity surrounding him, you know, behind the scenes. But then when the nigga was coming up, you know, other shit was going. So just unfortunate altogether, you know what I mean? But anyways, man, get into the gaming channel, Twitch, TikTok, IG, Twitter, Discord, links in the description. Let's get through it.
Everyone thought Tay-K was cooked when he caught a 55-year sentence in 2019, but the story only got crazier from there. And today we're breaking down why he got hit with another 80 years in prison.
Shit.
Back in 2019, Tay-K got convicted of murder for killing a dude named Ethan Walker in 2016. But before the cops caught Tay-K, he cut off his ankle monitor and ran off to San Antonio, Texas. Tay-K didn't keep his head down and stay out of the spotlight though. Instead, he dropped his infamous track, The Race, and blew up like crazy while he was still on the run. And while Tay-K was doing the race for killing Ethan Walker, he murdered another dude in San Antonio named Mark Saldivar. Mark Saldivar was a photographer who was supposed to be working with Tay-K on a photo shoot. But when Mark Saldivar showed up to meet Tay-K and his homies at a Chick-fil-A, Tay-K tried to rob him. Mark Saldivar got out of the car and then jumped on the hood so he could kick the windshield. And that's when Tay-K upped his strap and shot him. The feds eventually caught up to Tay-K and arrested him again for the Ethan Walker murder. And a couple months later, he got hit with a capital murder charge for pulling the trigger on Mark Saldivar. Catching the case is bad enough, but capital murder is even worse because if you get convicted, then it's an automatic life sentence without the chance of parole. Tay-K got convicted for killing Ethan Walker, and the judge handed down a 55-year sentence. But Tay-K thought he still had a chance of coming home. In 2021, Tay-K went on IG Live and had 40K people watching. Tay-K said he had been writing a lot of new music since he had been locked up, and that he was working on coming home so he could release it. He told fans that there was a chance that he could get out on an appeal bond, but that's not how it went down. Before the murder trial for Mark Saldivar started, Tay-K was having all kinds of drama behind bars. Back in 2019, the news broke that Tay-K was trying to start his own prison gang called the Rugrats to go to war with a Hispanic gang called Prieto Tango Blast. The warden got tipped off about the plans and put Tay-K in solitary confinement, and then reporters got a list of rules that the Rugrats are going to use called the Laws of Power. There were also rumors going around that Tay-K had stabbed a prison guard, but the story was never confirmed. Then in February 2023, Tay-K hopped on Twitter and said that one of the dudes on his cell block killed his cellmate with a food tray and stood on his head. Tay-K still has some fans, even though he had been locked up for years at that point. But even they started turning on him and calling him a snitch. Tay-K was still trying to get out of prison, and he said he just needed one chance at adulthood. He was only 16 years old when the murders went down. And Tay-K said if he was white, then the judge would have never given him 55 years over the situation. One of Tay-K's co-defendants on the Ethan Walker case was a white girl who was the same age as him, and Tay-K complained about her being tried as a juvenile while the courts prosecuted him as an adult. It doesn't look like Tay-K's gonna get out early on the Ethan Walker case. Now he's cooked for good. Fans were hoping he beat the Mark Saldivar case and eventually get out on parole, but this is how he ended up getting hit with another 80 years in prison. During the trial for killing Mark Saldivar, Tay-K's girlfriend Joanna Reyes testified against him and told the court exactly how it went down. According to Joanna Reyes, Tay-K asked her to help him find a photographer. Joanna Reyes had seen Mark Saldivar's work on Instagram, so she helped set up the meeting. Joanna was driving the whip with Tay-K and his homie, and they went to pick up Mark Saldivar. Apparently, Mark Saldivar had something else come up though, so he asked him if they could do the photo shoot another day. Everyone was cool with it at first, and Mark Saldivar asked him to drop him off at the mall. Joanna Reyes agreed to take him there, but that's when the situation went left. According to Joanna Reyes, Tay-K pulled his gun out and told Mark Saldivar to hand over his bag. Mark Saldivar refused to hand over his camera bag, so Tay-K and his homie Jalen Bell started hitting him. Mark Saldivar got out and jumped on the hood, and Joanna Reyes said Tay-K told her to get Mark Saldivar off of the whip. Joanna couldn't do anything about the situation though, so Tay-K opened his door and shot Mark Saldivar. Joanna Reyes said that after they drove off from the murder scene, Jalen Bell gave Tay-K a high five and congratulated him for killing Mark Saldivar and said, "You caught your first body." Joanna Reyes took a plea deal for 10 years of probation after she agreed to testify against Tay-K, and she told the court the only reason she didn't go to the police immediately is because Tay-K had threatened to kill her and her family.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not faulting her at all. Unfortunate situation, you know what I'm saying, RP and whatnot. But DTB, come on, nigga. Oh my gosh. Going out to your girl. Again, I understand. At the same time, I'm gonna use anything I can to boost forward the DTB narrative, my nigga. It's shown countless time after time, my nigga. I'm just saying. Reimmerse.
Joanna Reyes' testimony helped put Tay-K away for 80 years, but Tay-K's own legal team heard him too. While Joanna Reyes was testifying, the judge had told the defense that they couldn't bring up anything bad about Mark Saldivar before they talked about it with her in the prosecution. According to reports, Mark Saldivar had some stuff in his bag that would have made him look really bad, and Tay-K's defense team tried to bring it up and ask Joanna Reyes about it. The defense didn't talk about it with the judge and the prosecution first though, so the judge cleared the courtroom and told Tay-K's lawyers that they better not let it happen again. Tay-K's lawyers were trying to make it look like Mark Saldivar was a bad dude who sparked the whole situation, but the judge cut them off and told the jury to forget about what they had just heard. Tay-K's sister, Kayla Beverly, tried to help him out and testified for the defense. Kayla told the court about all the abuse Tay-K went through and said that Tay-K and her went into foster care when she was 7 and he was 5 years old. According to Kayla, they ended up living with their dad for a while, and their dad would beat them with pieces of wood and even tie Tay-K to an ironing board.
Tamar was younger than me and he would cry. And just maybe they would think he was over dramatic. So they would tie him down to an ironing board, strap him down, like stuff like that.
Kayla testified after Tay-K was already found guilty, but Tay-K's lawyers thought her testimony would help him with sentencing. The judge said that Tay-K had a rough life, but he was still responsible for what he did. Tay-K's sister Kayla said that everything started
She pretty,
away from home though. Tay-K and her both ran away because her dad was beating them so much. And Kayla said that's how Tay-K ended up in the streets.
We had to run away. That's why all this shit happened, because it was not like even good when we came to our dads. You feel me? Like, not even like that. Like, a lot of dudes don't try with their kids and shit. Like, so I give my dad that. I'm not saying he's a terrible dad, but hey, bro, like, life was messed up. Like, we kind of like, it was abuse going on in our home.
I'm not gonna lie, my bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in my head thinking, it's crazy how people that are not related can look like, you know what I'm saying? Look like people more than the actual family. Mad random, but I haven't seen a girl that deadass looks just like Tay-K. Like, literally, I could see that girl being his twin, before I could see his actual sister. You know what I'm saying? Even being a sister, that's actually insane. Damn. That's crazy, bro. My bad. Reimers.
We had to leave.
Before the Mark Saldivar trial started, Tay-K's lawyers were worried about the jury bringing up Tay-K's track The Race. The prosecutors in the Ethan Walker case used the lyrics and video against Tay-K, and his lawyers didn't want people on the jury who already knew about the track. Tay-K had been popping off a little bit before he dropped The Race. That's the track that really made him famous. Killing Ethan Walker and then dropping that track while he was on the run put Tay-K all over the headlines, and it's still one of the craziest situations the rap game has ever seen. Lil Yachty remixed the track and made it blow up even more.
A lot of people
did. In 2023, he posted a letter that Tay-K sent him from prison. Tay-K has some support in the industry, but a lot of people think he would have fallen off even if he didn't get convicted of 2 murders. Tay-K's first and only record came out after he got booked for the Ethan Walker murders.
Shut up.
Nobody really knows how far he would have made it in the industry. Back then, a lot of people were comparing him to dudes like YB and Namir, and Namir fell off hard even though he didn't have to fight murder cases. Tay-K's fans were hoping he could.
Niggas is saying, I ain't gonna lie, you're comparing. I'm not gonna lie, anybody that was there, and you know. Namir literally came up because he was the replacement for Tay-K. Niggas lost Tay-K musically, and this nigga was literally the nigga after, the follow-up nigga. Let's not act like. Alright, my nigga. Hey, man. Reimmerse, bro.
Murder cases. Tay-K's fans were hoping he'd get parole in the Ethan Walker case and start dropping new music, but now he's completely cooked. Tay-K got lucky because the jury only convicted him of murder for killing Mark Saldivar instead of capital murder, which means that he might eventually get parole if he keeps his head down and stays out of trouble. But even in the best case, Tay-K is going to be serving decades before they'll even think about letting him free again.
Nasty. Damn, son. Nigga lost his whole. When he get booked, when he get locked, he was 17, wasn't he? Whatever he was, as a minor. This nigga's gonna come out This nigga's gonna lose his 20s, probably even 30s, like at least. That's nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Hey man, you know your actions come with consequences at the end of the day. I can't sit there and act like you know what I'm saying, nothing happened and he's, you know, things don't make sense. It's just unfortunate altogether, you know what I'm saying? 3 lives lost to the same situation. Basically, like, it's nasty. Hey man, say happy Easter, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay safe. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, night, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Y'all take it easy, man. Good book. Good book.